Basically, one of the reasons probably a lot of you joined Frontiers in the beginning was because of the uniqueness of the collaborative peer review. That it brings together the authors, the reviewers, and the editors in this one platform that we created in-house. It's completely unique. There's no other publisher that does something like this. And we've had a lot of really positive feedback from the community on this, that really coming together and trying to work to improve the papers is something that people are really excited to be doing. We also focused on the objectivity. This is something that we discussed as well yesterday. We were not the ones who pioneered this. It was Biomed Central and Plus One. But this is something that we also really believe in and that we concentrate on. And the board, their objective is really to focus on publishing sound science. We have this very transparent system. We've discussed it at length, that the reviewers are named on the papers. And we've tried to make it quite rigorous. From our side, we do quality checks, but we also have many options for article types with the questionnaires to try to focus the review again and help people get the best out of the papers that are submitted. And so you've all seen our really nice platform. This version of it was launched about 1.5 years ago. And to be honest, since we launched it, we haven't had much negative feedback on how it looks and how it functions. People have been using this new platform of it and have really enjoyed it. I want to give you a bit more details on all the quality checks that we've been doing in the past year and that we've been focusing on. And now with the new team, we've actually converged those so that we do them really at the same level for all the journals, so all the papers that are submitted to Frontiers. And I'll show you specific examples for each as well so that you see actually what it looks like, what a plagiarism check looks like, and these kinds of things. So the one thing, actually we started the plagiarism checks in 2014, so we've been doing that for quite a while. Every single paper that is submitted through Frontiers is run through the Authenticate software. That's cross-checks for plagiarism between this paper and everything else that's been published that is in the cross-check database. We do conflicts of interest checks because that's something as well, with the name of the reviewers being revealed. We have to be particularly careful at Frontiers about the appearance of conflicts of interest. If everybody is from the same institution, we just have to be careful about this. We might have to add statements. We want to make sure that we don't have just cliques of researchers as well, just reviewing each other's papers, like it happens in a lot of the traditional journals as well. So we do all of these conflicts of interest checks as well. There can be all sorts of ethical concerns as well. There are clinical trials, ethic consents. We want to make sure that these are provided by the authors. There can be copyright issues with the figures, especially in review articles, that we want to make sure. So we check all of this at submission of the papers. And we also do a quick check, also reading the abstracts, the titles for completely controversial keywords. So any paper that has a very controversial keyword in the title or the abstract, we read through them, and if we think there's a doubt, we raise it to the chief editors as well. This year we also included the conflicts of interest form, so anybody who wants to edit or review a paper has to go through this list of questions that ask, do you have any past collaborations, or do you have a family link with any of the authors, to try to make sure that any of this is declared. Not all of those preclude somebody from actually editing or reviewing a paper, but we want these to be really declared and to make sure that there's no issues or no appearance of potential conflicts of interest. We've also put on our website a sort of official procedure for complaints and malpractice with Fred. So now there's a clear explanation as to what could be could constitute grounds for retraction. So we have something that's really clear on the website so that the authors don't come out of the blue if we contact them for an image copyright issue and we say that it needs to be retracted. And we clarify that Frontiers will investigate any allegations and that we will be involved with the chief editors to make these kinds of decisions. And so overall, I just wanted to leave you with the conclusion that we've already published 7,000 papers this year in 2016. We've tried to keep this really high level of quality while maintaining the efficiency for the authors. So we're trying to balance all of this. And this really works for us with the combination of the editorial boards and the innovation and technology that we try to bring to be able to scale these journals. And we still receive a lot of really great feedback from people that think the collaborative review really helped to improve their papers and that they would recommend this to their colleagues. And I'm going to get back to this, the fact that our journals are still the #1 most cited in 9 categories and the 3 largest in 3 categories. And so the scalability while maintaining quality does work at Frontiers with the model that we've put in place.